Obusanfa na no ya na ye energy minister John Jinapor ekotena TV3 hot issue so na ochiremu a ECG for etime import container meters ewom 500,000 Donald Trump US dollars eba be do port Ghana port emom ECG for nyeska enfankle na fi ya auction container no Obusanfa ansa na yebeto ankomo no so no ene da edikan abomodin ase obe subscribe channel ya maye na we follow yen wo other platforms no so na efi uyo bi a also open photographer e de ujuma abomodin say bi a birthday party bi na wo ye ana say wedding na wo ye na uhia photographer bi o ba be twitwa pictures a uhu a etese wa nipa na Fredazo photography for mrante na adwuma efe ankasa omo number na wo screen so no ene mfa ho so na Ghana baby a wo baby abe from bia no ombeba yen hensem na se eye energy minister John Jinapor Echo TV3 hot issue so Echo Discloses nsem bia Echo so ewo ECG for akache na ochiremu a ECG for import container cost $500,000 US dollars na container ne bedu eye habo no clearance nti omo enyeska amfan clear container no emaye auction container no 100,000 Ghana cedis tie ni yo ya import container of 500,000 US dollars. Ne yaba abe auction no 100,000 Ghana cedis. Yet it is can 1 billion. Aso Ghana man obey ni. Na de eye bufu wo mu kra ne say ye auction 100,000 wie ye no. That's any na otoye no o wie ne ye san fa akiri. Ekoton ma ECG for 300,000 US dollars. Munti ebu Jinapor na anu masem.
You go to their warehouse, a lot of the equipment are at the mercy of the weather. I just checked from the port, and the security report I'm getting is that a container that cost about $500,000 is imported. ECG is unable to clear that container. Some way, somehow, somebody is able to buy that container at auction for 100,000 cedis, bring it into the open market, and resell it to ECG as $300,000. It will stop. And I mean, it will stop.
We and some a course na nina na chi no ankwa manfo bi so square na na ya abnefo enso eden ne adwenkyere kakra e fa sansem yi ho e bai
did abom nko
video audio na ready bo why
sika
ha
sika
ha
sika
ha
sika
ha ha
for discover saba
ewo
am for discover
say you to be kwakra ne ma fi abrotre ba
am for discover saba
na ya fa kwan ni so na ya ntumi ankla ne
yes
na ya to me ama ya born auction and you buy 500,000 500 million
very good
$500 million
is it dollars or Ghana cedis dollars
na ya to me akra ne ya to me ani na ya born auction na kwabra ne akoton 100,000 Ghana cedis
yes 100,000 Ghana cedis
na ni panu anu to e wasan kwato ama ECG
yes
300 million
yes
hey
this is from the minister.
Stop.
That's from the minister.
It's also from the former board chairman
of ECG.
He also spoke. Now the Jinapor.
You go to their warehouse, a lot of the equipment are at the mercy of the weather. I just checked from the port, and the security report I'm getting is that a container that cost about $500,000 is imported. ECG is unable to clear that container. Some way, somehow, somebody is able to buy that container at auction for 100,000 cedis, bring it into the open market, and resell it to ECG as $300,000. It will stop. And I mean, it will stop.
They must be arrested. Whoever is in charge must be arrested.
Yeah, stop saying.
Whoever caused this blunder must be arrested. This is called financial law.
Stop saying.
It's not just being stopped.
It can't just stop. Stop saying.
Hey,
so that $500,000
US dollars.
500,000 US dollars. Ghana goes with 500,000 dollars. It for
auction. Ghana cedis. 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, 100,000.
Nanipa na sa kwaton. Adiama ECG
$300,000. So do you know how much ECG has lost? Do you know how much they've lost?
My good,
800,000 Ghana cedis. Dollars. Sorry.
$800,000.
800 Ghana cedi, 800 Ghana cedi. That's so bad. I cannot do like I said, I'm New York cow. Yeah, $500,000 US. Yeah, but one man $300,000 US. Also, 800 Ghana cedis. Then can be uncle to be. Yeah, that's so.
$800,000.
I'm a crony yet to me.
Abel Crow, the Abel Crow. Abel Crow, the team, the Abel Crow. Yet to Croma. A grody moon, Chada Bibia and Quay. Abel Crow, the Abel Crow. That's how do. Miss Amy and I did $800,000.
What sort of country?
Or be episode Bokrono.
What sort of country is this?
You want cartel. Everyone ECG. This one, Babanya.
Then they will discard it. Then they are the very people who pick those meters
Now we
and
are
go and
suffering
sell
doom,
it again.
We are suffering doom. So
You look.
today we are suffering doom.
Yes.
The fear of us not being able to even pay.
We are wicked people.
Hey, problematic.
We are very wicked people. Do you know those meters now? What the bano? Or conform with oil togo for one oil system.
You see?
So that is what they do.
You see?
So that when they bring it, it cannot work in Ghana. Then they go and sell it there.
Mighty for my board chairman. Hey, you are your market. There's only some okay.
Chair, I was told of that story, and in fact, I had a problem with ECG having to import for and still pay duty. So one of the things I did as a board chair was to get the board to issue a new directive to the fact that any supplier who imported for ECG had to clear and deliver to our warehouse. That was the first intervention I made. So I stopped that thing upon assumption of office as chair.
So are you surprised that?
No, I'm not surprised because I know we had a lot of challenges. We had a lot of containers at the port. So what Jinapor said was right. Indeed, there were a lot of containers at the port that we had not paid for their
clearance,
their duty. So when I assumed office, as a businessman, I didn't see the sense in it. You get a contract, you only drop the bill of lading and start pursuing your money, and then sometimes you are even paying the supplier and the goods have not been cleared. And it's true, people take advantage of the system where they go, the customs guys will auction, and when they auction they go and buy it.
Say asem no wutie no u bisa ho say no crisis a bise ekoso no crepa ekoso
What's it? TNE or say ye mo be contract. Ye man no contract okoje bill of lading. And ye man de turn wa broche ni se ka na wota. Oje won contract bill of lading now they ba no wa start
everything.
Percent to give you that contract. Now ba be this from EC one betimi ne customs ahye na so won tumi nyi e port. Me wa no watua ne go. Watua ska se nya nyina akra watua bi. No anu akwa kra bedu port. Na port ye ntumi nyi because when nya kra ba be wo dia. Na wo won tumi nyi. ECG has a lot of containers on tumi nyi. Na customs for afa kwan bi so no ma ton ama supplier na nkasa wo de ba ye no. Anaza wo mo dia mo bi foforo. At a cheaper rate. No afa kire. No asan kwa the same person no go to ahon ka no. No asan kwa to ama.
Because Nimpa what auction was the man on or link with someone inside ECG.
Yes.
When they pay the money, they will share.
Ise munu we na ekoso e wo ECG honom na ye wura fa your market say people will take due advantage of the system. So you know all these things are happening, and what are you doing to stop people from taking advantage of the system? This is the question I'm asking. So Ghana, where are we going? Where are we heading to? People are taking advantage of this nation, looting a lot of money, but they can't be held accountable. Why? We will be sitting on televisions, other platforms, and be talking, nothing will be done. Why? Do we really think about this nation? Or we are just thinking about ourselves? If this is the exact thing that our forefathers did, would you and I have been benefited from certain things? No. But here you are destroying everything so that the next generation will suffer, all because of your greed and selfishness. How come say you import a container of $500,000 na ya auction 100,000 Ghana cedis? Na $500,000 no ya the bag Ghana cedis ma do say now they say 1 billion yen can see 1 billion. Why auction container? A container cost $500,000 no. Why auction 100,000 Ghana cedis? Now we are was saying koton ama ECG $300,000. Adwumbone be cry ni. And then yes, they are aware said these are things happening over there in your ports no. And near my cost port one any, but they seem not to care. Because nipa no obey obi so te ho obey ne share. Social affairs. Why? A country called Ghana. Lewin, thank you for renaming this country for us. Ay! Obi, but say, I'm for this can kasa. Teacher ni be kwa kujina classroom achira dia kasa. Obe fina na voice cry we vitamin C kronyes can to be ni. Man fought within a twinkle of an eye, or this pen is so papa. Yakikani emegum na account ni soon. Ebane saying, se makra container na ba misimi ntimi ya bet auction no. See, until we are deliberately, idea omo nim say NSA ye ni nyeska na ma omo yesa. Omo ahye da no mbo sa abra no. Kwabrane ti ho aiso nim ho hwe obeje ni wadi enti ade nya ebe ya o yan auction no papa na custom phone so di atoso na ekọ na nye nipa bone se. There was a time be one man be was say Belgium burger be okotena Captain Smart show so say wo no odi ne ne mafia brochi aba hammer pickups bi ani key no akita key no. What your duties are can or cha obi to Burkina or the can echo. Near washing cano 40,000 cedis. And see nipa bonnet some way more day. But the question I'm asking is if you can auction a container of $500,000 to someone in amount of 100,000 Ghana cedis, why don't you reduce it to the original owner who imported it for the person to be able to pay it? See, to meet so na auction no 200,000 Ghana cedis. I don't yen to so ma ECG for no more imported. Now question I maybe sounds on say how much was the import duty? ECG for some young Clay emu mi ekoto mo 300,000 ne de omo to me toy $300,000. Maybe I need somebody to explain this to me because I don't understand. Like a container of $500,000 can never, like, a container of $500,000 yentimi enclear amount to send on that's why yentimi unclear. Na yetumi auction no 100,000 Ghana cedis. And I meant to ask you no. Until we de mama mi hu mo amonim mo adwenkyere anase mo nim de fa sa ne ma no no. Mo ma ye hu wo comment section ase. Because a bro adwene ntiase so say be import container with that amount. Na ebia maybe duty na there was no ebia na it's more than the actual amount they imported container no. And until ebia won't me entua. Now if that is the case, sir, you were able to auction it $100,000. Sorry, 100,000 Ghana cedis. Add then and amount to some farm original owner no so untia kamam. And this thing is happening not only ECG or whatever. But like yakwe say nema bibri and ekoso ewo honoma. I think the government needs to step in no more share nema because during Professor Mills times I remember I saw no kasa ekwo ho. Ekwo share nema nti eba ne sen. See the painful better to an normal nya. We should put the competent people out there for them to at least work for Mother Ghana. Because the country is losing a lot of money. while some individuals are rather enjoying or filling their accounts. Hey, Ghana, we are full of surprises. So, enyanwawa. Na UTM so I say, yes, meters no, your program to the extent say, and it Togo for. At the end, if I say even a Hano Crane, it's me and we are, it made a Kotogo near Coton. A mom. Why? I don't know, say Banessa. As you dream on mine, say Pempen, so I pass on mine, ye dream. And now say, Yanka Saya Honey, ye dream. We and some echo so ever ECG for ne port for Akachi. Energy Minister John Jinapor. Or didn't near be a waku ababe tuja. Watch say it must be stop. And yes, stop keke. They should bring these people who are involved in this act to books. They need to account for all these kind of things. Because the country can't lose. Whilst we need a lot of things in this country, there are a lot of children they can't even get good classrooms. If you go around the remote areas, you will see like some of the students can't even get better classrooms to sit. No proper education system. Just go to our hospitals and look at the kind of beds they have there. No proper equipment. Hospital but we overlooked some of these things and waste heavy money on useless and like things that doesn't matter to this nation. All right, this is where I'll end today's video. If this is the first time you are watching us, kindly subscribe to Fresh Studios on YouTube and also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, Fresh Studios, everywhere. I'm out.